Buckle up because together we're about to decode the future of technology. So I'm Deeksha, host of today's session, and my friend Naman. Hi Naman, are you there?
Hey, hi, we are here again, Diksha. So, hi, how are you, Diksha?
I'm doing great. I'm feeling so enthusiastic today. What about you?
Same here, so fresh, and I'm ready to begin. I am hoping that the students and the audience who have been joining us, they are excited, they are ready.
Yes, we are excited to invite you for today's webinar, Cybersecurity 101 Career Myths and Future Trends. In today's digital driven world, cybersecurity is a paramount. Our expert panel will cover a range of topics, including threat intelligence, data protection, secure cloud computing, incident response, and more. Whether you're in a small startup or a large enterprise, this webinar series is designed to empower you all with knowledge and tools necessary to defend against cyber threats effectively. So, throughout the webinar, you'll have the opportunity to hear from our industry experts, gain new perspectives to ensure that you leave this webinar with a deeper understanding. And also, I encourage you all to actively participate, ask questions, and feel free to drop your queries in the chat box. Okay, so everyone, let us know that from which part of countries you have all joined. Please let us know in the chat box.
Yeah, guys, I mean, this is very important. As you know, that the rule of this webinar is to interact, make sure that we are interacting with the host, with the other audience, with the guest, and it will be really helpful. So, guys, like whosoever has joined, can you guys let us know in the chat box from which location are you joining? Do we have anyone here from US? Do we have anyone from Toronto? What about everyone, guys? Oma, okay, Oma is here. Okay. Okay, Gurpreet. Very nice. What about others? Idris, I see Ibrahim, Gabriel, Enoch, Edach, everyone. Guys, let's make this session really, really super interesting by your interaction. Diksha, I have heard somewhere that it is not the host, who drives the session. It is always the audience, who makes this session interesting. And I'm very happy that we host these sessions every now and then. And we always have so much of information to share with the students who aspire to be in IT. Okay, so I am seeing a lot of responses coming here from South
Yeah.
Africa. I mean, interestingly, we have someone from South Africa, we have Michigan, Martins is from Michigan, Ibrahim from USA. Okay, we have someone from India as well. And we have people from Toronto. Awesome, guys. I mean, this is great. I mean, actually, the best thing is not that you're joining from different part of the world. The best thing is that you are interacting. So really, really appreciate it. Okay, we have Tyron, Mr. Tyron here. Thank you, Tyron, for joining. Yeah,
Yeah.
so over to you, Diksha.
Yeah, I generally agree with you. We feel so delighted and we feel so grateful that all the people who have joined today from different parts of our world just to interact with us and to listen our thoughtful insights based on current IT demands and current IT market. That sounds really great. Okay, so further ado, let's start with the webinar today. So in today's agenda, we are having the first thing we're going to talk about Think Loudly. That what is Think Loudly all about? So we're going to give you a brief introduction about ourselves. And next, we'll be inviting our guests. They'll be sharing their thoughtful insights and their experience once they achieve their path in IT. After that, we'll be having the webinar offer. Usually every time we come up with different webinar offers, and today as well we have came up with a surprising offers for you. And then we'll have the topic for today's webinar, that is the myths of cybersecurity, in which our co-host Naman will share his thoughtful insights and knowledgeable facts based on cybersecurity. And after that, we'll have a quiz time, and at last, we'll have the Q&A session.
Great. So, guys, I think before we actually get started, there's always a warm up time, right? Whenever we start our gymming, right, we do some warm up. I think that warm up is required, isn't it, Diksha? That our audience requires some kind of a warm up.
But definitely, they actually need a warm up for sure in today's webinar.
Okay, so let me ask this question to all of the people who have joined. So guys, can you let us know if you need the warm up before we actually kickstart this session? I'm very sure that it's going to be very it's going to be very interesting warm up. Are you guys ready? People over here, are you guys ready for a warm up, for a quick warm up, before we actually jump into the real things? Okay. So here is the warm up. Yeah.
Okay, so basically, usually earlier in the webinars, we come up with some riddles and we ask questions for the people. But now, today, we have come up with something new, that is the crossword puzzle. So in that crossword puzzle, you have to actually identify and you have to find 5 to 6 words that are related to cybersecurity or which is related to IT. So let's see who can
Yeah.
actually find out the words.
So, guys, the words are more related to cybersecurity. So, I'm not sure how many of you are aware of cybersecurity words, but use the chat box and let us know how many are you able to find. I saw someone has found one already, but what about others, guys? Okay, there are some people, Diksha. You can see in the chat box, people have started responding. Guys, go and do it. You can take like 2 minutes before you respond, but try to find out more and more.
Yes, everyone, please let us know in the chat box and do let us know that how many words are there in today's crossword puzzle which are actually related to cybersecurity. Let's see.
Okay. So I think the easiest one is the firewall. Is there anyone who has already found the firewall?
Oh,
Okay. Okay. There's someone like Sandy has found patch. Okay, that's interesting. I think that was really difficult. What about others? Malware is here. What about others? Like I think we have found firewall, malware, captcha, patch. What about the fifth one?
oh, actually, we are just only left with one word. Oh, Charan has found the word Trojan horse. That sounds great. Lovely.
Okay, so great. Thank you so much, guys. I mean, that was really great. So yes, so the first one is the captcha. Uh, Congratulations, people who have actually found it. Awesome, guys. The second word is the patch. And it was really difficult. I think Sandy is someone who has found real quick. It was really good. Then we have Trojan horse. The guys like Triron has found this Trojan horse, and other like there's one guy who called it like horse. So it was really interesting. And then we have the malware, and then we have the VPN. Oh yeah, this one is missing. So did anyone find it? Is anyone here who found VPN? And then the final one is the firewall. So these are some of the answers, and congratulations everyone who really participated and found the words.
I hope that you all find it very it was very fun for you, although it was there wasn't one word that no one was able to find that. Yeah, but yeah, that was actually great. It was awesome. Okay, so here now we're going to tell about what is Think Loudly all about. So in today's session, there are a lot of people who already know what Think Loudly is all about. But for the new audience, I would like to tell you that Think Loudly helps to secure your journey to become certified IT and management professional, reserving your spot for high-paying opportunities. And also, we provide more than 25 plus courses to our students where we'll be helping them with the training with our specialized trainers who are actually having more than 11 to 5 year experience in IT. And also, we'll be helping you with the certifications. And also, we're having 75 plus team members and Harding team members. And also, we have more than 5,000 students over here in Think Cloudly. And many of them have already achieved their path in IT by getting jobs in various IT fields. And apart from this, we'll be helping with more than 35 plus practice life projects, 25 plus IT success programs, and 140 plus tech and management experts are over here in Think Cloudly. Okay, so now here we are absolutely thrilled to have our guest Joseph King. And in today's webinar, he achieved his path in field of cybersecurity administrator. And your expertise, insights, and experience would bring an incredible dynamic to our session. So we truly appreciate your willingness to share your knowledge and perspectives with us. So welcome, Joseph King.
So welcome so much, like Joseph, for joining this. I really appreciate that you took out some time and you have joined this session. So congratulations, first of all, for achieving your goal. And just take some time and enlighten our students, like how was your journey and what's next. So are you here, Joseph? Can you hear us?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning, Joseph.
Yeah, hope we're all doing great.
Yes, certainly, yes. I hope you're also doing the great.
Yeah, I'm fine. And thank you so much for the invite. I'm so grateful.
Yeah, I mean, it always helps, students who actually work harder and they find their journey in IT. It is always an inspiration to all the students who are actually part of this journey already. And even it is an inspiration to us as well because our team, our instructors, and everyone, they are really working very hard, to
Um,
make sure that the
yes,
students get it. Yeah.
yes. Okay. First, I would like to introduce myself. Um, I'm Joseph King, and I'm excited to be here. Okay, I live in the US, New York City. Okay, let's get to it. Before I actually got to know Thinkcloudly, I was nothing. Like I knew nothing about IT. Like I was just this lane man, a trader, just a local business. But late last year, COVID actually pushed us all to the edge. We need something to make up for this. I don't know if you get that, you know. So everybody starts searching, the remote job and all these things. So here's Joseph King just by the edge of the wall. I have to do something. I'm 27, engaged, you know, I'm a son, an elder brother to see two sis, I have to take care of bills and all these things. I don't know if you get that. So I met a friend and I was like, okay, I want to venture into IT. I want to venture into something that can make me work remotely. I want to learn something. And I'm this guy that, I always want this, something new. Even in my last business, I once like, what's the new phase? What can we do different? So a friend gave me an idea to, seek for, an IT job or something. But I can't just venture into IT job without.
Joseph, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yes, yes.
Sorry. Sorry. So actually it was this that actually pushed me to seeking I need something new. Then I just scrolling on Instagram and then just came a pop-up like an ads, Think Cloudy, and it struck me. Think Cloudy, IT programs, I saw cybersecurity, AWS, and all these courses, amazing. Can do this. Okay. Like I've been registering for some of those IT programs. I did the same thing, and it was amazing when that man called me and the connection was so deep. Even that man took me like we knew each other before. He was, I don't know, this connection was just strong and he was so flexible, me interact, he asked about my background knowledge. He was like he wants to pick me from the scratch. That's the word. Like, I'm so grateful, Mr. Naman. I'm so grateful. So he picked me up and he was even so flexible to the extent of asking about my time, what time can you take classes and all these things. I had no background knowledge of IT programs at all. Cybersecurity, nothing. Yeah, here it comes. I got to the class, paid for it, and here, after the first class, the follow-ups, amazing things. The company just made it so easy. You know, I was like, could this could this be no could this be happening? Because it's so promising that I could vividly see that I'm getting a job. And after the first class, after the first class in cybersecurity administration, I know it's normal, and other instructors were like, okay, we should start, putting our resume together, And we are doing this, my resume, I had one on LinkedIn before, so I had to, put it back together, package it, make it look so very excellent, just like Thinkcloudly actually instructed. And I fired it out there. I started, sending my resume to companies, you know, Datadog, Liveline, Braze, Burks, Data Push, all these amazing companies. I was just, and I got, the beautiful thing about IT is we are needed. That's the beautiful thing about it. Our service is actually needed like every day. You know, I got mails back, for interviews. But the thing about learning is it's a process. I got interviews and I messed a lot up. Not until I just got the courage, to tell Mr. Naman
Got
that, sir,
Joseph,
yeah,
sorry to interrupt you, Joseph, but would you mind if you can just throw some light on interview process and what was it really difficult? Because many students they always come and say, I'm not getting, not getting a
yeah,
positive
yeah.
response. So was it
I'm
difficult
getting
for
to
you
that.
as well?
At first, it was difficult. It was very difficult. I'll say it was difficult first. But, when Think Cloudy came in, so now, man, when you stepped in for me, it looked so easy because it showed me the steps, to be the masterpiece of the conversation, like to be the master of conversation, when questions are being answered, you go deep into details. So the interviewer won't have this edge to, to get you on other questions, before they ask the question, they would have seen that you know all these things. So there's this being the head ahead of, all conversations. Like I'm always there giving it to them. First of all, like how do you get to, know IT stuff? I was like, okay, I got my knowledge from IT. I won't just stop there. I'll tell them more about IT, what IT is all about, like what did they do, how far I've done, I got my certificates and all these things, you give it to them. What's your purpose? What can you put to the business? What can you give the company? What can the company achieve? You give it to them like in details. I did all these things with the help of Mr. Naman
No, I
and the
mean
company.
that's right. I mean the whole credit actually not just go to me, but I'm just the mentor. But I think it goes to the instructor and the
Yeah,
team,
yeah, yeah.
which worked with you. I think I really appreciate even those people. And also like I know that the interview process is never easy. It's very difficult.
It
A lot
was
of
easy.
people.
It was made easy later, actually.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people they have faced the same problem that they attended like one interview, two interview, three interviews, but after
Oh,
they
oh.
get a lot of disappointment. But if you keep collecting the questions on the go, like after every interview, you collect few questions and then you go in the next interview, you are more prepared than before. So I think this
Yeah,
is
actually, that is it.
Yes, this is strategy actually really works. And what about, I mean, the one last question because we are running out of time, Joseph. I'm really
Okay,
very happy
okay.
that you came here and shared your journey with all the students. I'm very sure that this is really enlightening to the students who have
No,
joined today.
you're welcome.
But
You're welcome.
yeah, but just one more question, like because a lot of people when they get a job, right, they stop learning. So will you keep growing your knowledge by taking more programs, or will you stop? What I think I always recommend that and keep yourself up to date. So do you think that's gonna be helpful, and are you planning to do
Okay.
that as well?
Okay. Okay, this is it. Technology, it's improving every day. Tech,
Absolutely
IT, it's improving like every day there's a new update, and that is why we need to update our skill, uplift our skill like every day. I take new programs, I see updates. The beautiful thing about it is that you are not in the point. We are moving, we are revolving. As technology is revolving, we revolve as well. That's the
correct.
beautiful thing about it. And that's when we can remain relevant. So I
No,
would advise, immediately you get a job, just don't stay there, seated, doing nothing, just be comfortable. No, you work more. That's a hedge already, getting the job. get more programs, update yourself, do more amazing things, beautiful things, and you will always be relevant. That's just the word. Relevance. When
Thank
you
you.
are updating, when you are upskilled, you will be relevant. That's the word, sir.
No, I'm very sure, Joseph, that I mean we do not have more time because we have to run into another thing. But I think this has really motivated the students who have joined. We invite students or success stories in this platform so that you guys can share the journey with our students and the family members of Think Loudly. So thank you so much, Joseph, for coming and sharing your journey with us. I really appreciate that you took out your own time. It's always very busy life, but you took out this special time and came and discussed your own journey. But I think we can take an opportunity, everyone. Can we congratulate Mr. Joseph, who made into IT, who made into cybersecurity space? I think which is not an easy thing. So can we congratulate, guys? Congratulations, Joseph. Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I heard a very famous saying that successful people keep moving. They make mistakes, but they don't quit. And I do believe that Joseph has paved his way towards success. So thank you so much again, Joseph. It was really inspiring and it was really appreciable for boosting up our audience. And thanks for your precious time. So once again, congratulations and thank you so much.
Okay, so now let me take over, Diksha. I think people must be waiting for the main thing to start. Yeah. So guys, so let's get started. So may I know who is interested over here in the chat, like in the, in the audience, like who's planning to get into cybersecurity? So your main goal is to get into cybersecurity, or do you have your goal to get into IT? So can anyone let me know that you want to get into cybersecurity or IT? What's the plan, guys? What's the plan and how it looks like? Anyone who is interested here, like who wants to land a job in IT? I hope there are many people. Do we have people here who is interested? Okay, great. Awesome. I see a lot of people coming up with cybersecurity, certainly. So guys, always remember that yes, like if you are choosing IT, your cybersecurity can be one area which can land you a job. And we are going to take this session to understand few important myths, a few important things which has to be clarified. Because when you start a program or when you start building your skills in cybersecurity, I always tell a lot of people that there are two things which we need to focus. What's the market demand? If it's in demand or not. And the second thing, whether can I do it or not? That is very important. Okay. Whether the program is complex or the program is easy. A lot of people who talk to me on a regular basis, we have always discussed that should I choose a program which is going to land you a job more easily, and it should not be complex, because sometimes when you enroll in a program which is quite difficult, you know, it becomes difficult to find a job for yourself. That is why, we need to find out like where are we going. So now, I mean, in this session, we will certainly have a very interesting conversation. We are going to find out whether AI is going to kill cybersecurity or not. I mean, this is what we are going to discuss next, and we are going to also discuss what are the myths. What are the myths, and what are the problems someone actually faces in cybersecurity. So when first of all, let us address that how the market looks like. When it comes to cybersecurity, I mean, probably you will say that, Naman, you always say cybersecurity is in high demand. I definitely say that cybersecurity is in high demand, but it's quite important, guys, that we need to find out whether cybersecurity is in demand today or it is going to be in demand in future. That insight I wanted to bring in front of all of you, and I found I was going through one of the interesting blog on internet, and I found this important image so that we can find out that how the market looks like. Okay, how the market looks like. So if you look at over here, the market value, that how the cybersecurity market is actually evolving, you will find out that 3 years back, okay, we are in 2024, but 3 years back, it was at $197 billion. And now, if you look at the current, I mean, 2033, 2030 market, it is 3x. Okay, it is 3x. So this is actually the survey. This image has been captured from a very known survey, and this has found that this is going to happen by 2030, that the total cap of the market is going to be $657 billion, which is really huge. Now, some of you will have a question that how does it matter to me? If the market is evolving, if the cybersecurity market is evolving, how does that matter to me? Right? But always remember, when the market increases, when the market goes up, always remember, when the market goes up, it's the people, it's the people who can take the opportunity of this market and can get into it. That is why, when we were listening to Joseph, right? Like few minutes back, we were listening to Joseph. He was into trading business, but because COVID actually hit him very hard, and it was very difficult to live in a city like New York, he transit from his trading business or full-time trading business to a cybersecurity domain. So what he did essentially, in this growing market, he took an opportunity and he found the spot for himself. And that is what we have to do. We have to be smart enough that we have to find that sweet spot for ourselves, so that when the market is growing, my salary is increasing. Okay. And job in my job security, my chances of, sorry, my chances of losing the job is decreasing. Okay, because today the worst part of United States market or Canadian market is that anyone can lose the job at any time. Today possibly you are working, and tomorrow, let's imagine that you go to the office, there is a Zoom call with your manager, with the CEO of organization, and you are being fired. Within just one call, you are being fired. So that is very difficult. Sometimes some people, they cannot even, expect, or they don't even, uh, value that. And it really becomes difficult to pay the bills, right? That is why choosing the right market is the need of the hour. And the people who are smart enough, who are taking the right decisions, they are able to choose the right program. That's number one. They are also able to, you know, build the skills, what is important. Now, when I say that we are able to, the market is growing, always remember, guys, it's not that we have to get into cybersecurity. That is the mission. Okay, that is the mission. But it is important that where the market is going, when the organization is going to increase the budget, right? When there will be an increase in budget, we need to find out that where the budget will go, right? Let's say that there is an organization ABC, and they have increased their budget from $2 million to $10 million. Okay, that is what is going to happen, isn't it? When your market size is increasing, it means organizations are going to allocate more budget. So from $2 million, it will go up to $10 million. Now, what is going to happen in $8 million? Where the organization is going to invest the money? So that money will be invested in few important things. Okay. Number one, hire more people. Okay. That's where some part of 8 million will go. Second, can anyone tell me like where this 8 million will be invested? Can anyone tell me? One, I told you guys that hiring more cybersecurity people will be one thing. What about the second thing, everyone? What do you think? What is the second thing where the $8 million will be invested by ABC organization? It's a question for everyone who is here. Doesn't matter if the people are from different background, from different interest area, from DevOps, from AWS, doesn't matter. Please participate and tell me logically that where this investment of 8 million will go from ABC, because ABC is ready to increase the budget from 2 million to 10 million within next 5 years. So where the budget will go, where 8 million will be invested. Some people are saying in training, yes, training more people. What else? What else? Can anyone tell me where the 8 million will be invested? Do we have anyone who is smart enough? This 8 million is only for security, right? Hiring is one, personal is one, training the employees is one. What about tools? More and more security tools which can enable more security, smarter tools, right? Yes, Innocent is right. Infrastructure. Fourth is the infrastructure, right? The secure infrastructure, right? Instead of instead of having weak tools, the strong tools will be used, right? So there are, I mean, in general, these are the areas where the $8 million, or maybe possibly the complete $10 million will be invested, so that there are smart people who are part of the team. Okay. Let's imagine there are some people who are already working in the team, and to make them smart, organization will provide training, and training will be the second thing. Third is the tool, and the fourth is the infrastructure. Having the secure infrastructure is very important, right? That's where cybersecurity is growing. Cybersecurity is evolving. And I'm telling you guys that this is where, I mean, earlier we used to have a different market. Like if we go 10 years back, software developers, Java developers were quite popular, correct? Web developers were quite popular. But these days, the technologies, like modern world technologies like cybersecurity, cloud infrastructure, DevOps infrastructure, when it comes to technology, right? These are the areas where you should focus on. Tools like Splunk, tools like Wazoo, or SOC analyst, like, you can become a SOC analyst, right? So you can basically, if you are learning cybersecurity already, think about becoming SOC analyst as well. You know, having multiple skills will really help you to get that spot in the market. Okay. Imagine that there's an opportunity, okay, in ABC organization. There is an opportunity. ABC is hiring someone, as cybersecurity consultant. Let's imagine there's a position available for cybersecurity consultant. So can anyone tell me what are the requirements? What are the requirements for ABC to fill this opportunity? Do we have anyone who can tell us, like, what are the requirements we need to fulfill to get hired in ABC as cybersecurity consultant? Can anyone help me, please? So ABC is hiring a cybersecurity consultant. So what area should I focus on? Okay, someone is saying communication skills. What else? So guys, having a knowledge on networking, that's very important. Okay. Having a knowledge on cybersecurity, in general, is very important. Having the certificates is very important, because if you have certificates, you can easily attract recruiters. Okay. uh, Experiencing the tools, the different tools, this is very important, right? If you are able to build skills, you know what? It does not matter what background you come from. It does not matter at all. You can easily get hired in ABC. See, think about that. You are the owner of this ABC organization, and you want to hire someone. You want to hire someone who is skillful. And that is what you have to become. You have to become skillful. Some people, they invest money at several places. Why don't you invest in yourself, which can give you thousands of dollars, six-figure salary, job security? You don't have to work on gig works. You can have a permanent job. If you don't get a permanent job, but you still have the skill to find a new job, right? People with skills, they're able to find the job easily, right? That's how the market is evolving. Only promise what you have to do with yourself is build your skills, okay, as much as you can, whether it takes 3 months or whether it takes 6 months. Try to make sure that you are very much ready to find that one opportunity for yourself. Trust me, this is the growing market. And if you are able to find that spot for yourself, you will grow with this market. Someone was telling me, because I am in touch with many recruiters, and you won't believe, even recruiters are facing the same problem. There are, like, when recruiter post one opportunity on LinkedIn, right? On this opportunity, there are 10,000 people who are applying. It becomes very difficult for the recruiter to identify one guy. Can you imagine? Because there are 10,000 people applying for the same job. So recruiters are facing the same problem. They are not able to build those skills which are required in the industry. Recruiter is very open to hire you, no matter if you have your bachelor's in cybersecurity or not. Forget about it. I'm going to discuss about these myths in in next slide. But it's quite important that you build skills. And one of the recruiter, you know what? I was talking to one of the recruiter, and you know what he was saying. He is the recruiter, in one of the organization in US. I hope everyone has heard about Accenture. So one of the guy who works as a recruiter in Accenture, he told me that, Naman, right now organization is ready to pay even $150,000 if the candidate is good. If the person who is applying for a job, he is good, no matter what salary he comes, he has in the past, but organization is ready to pay $150,000 to the entry level. They just need good people. That's all. Because with salary, there is no one who wants to take the risk. With the cybersecurity, there's no one who wants to take the risk with lesser salary. Okay, so that's number one. Now, the second thing is, the will AI replace the cybersecurity or not? Can we hear from all of you? Can you guys please tell me, what do you think? Will AI replace the cybersecurity or not? Can anyone tell me? Okay, a lot of people are saying no. I think you already know the answer. Awesome. Yes, exactly, guys. That makes cybersecurity exceptional. You know, it will, you cannot replace the security. You cannot. Nowadays, there are so many cameras which are fitted in the buildings, right? But still, we need people who are there to look at the monitors of those cameras. Can you imagine? Cameras were installed to replace the human, right? But now human is sitting behind the monitors, watching what's going on in the cameras, right? So we always used to imagine, like, when the cameras were new, like 15 years ago, cameras were not very common, or 20 years ago, cameras were not very common. And when the camera actually came in, surveillance cameras were introduced in the market, we thought that it will remove the requirement of the guards, security guards, or probably people, you know. But what happened? The cameras were installed. Now the person is not moving around the building, but sitting on the chair and looking at the screen, what's going on, right? So cameras has certainly increased the security, but it has not replaced the human. Okay. So that is how we look at the cybersecurity, guys. Like, we cannot replace, or AI can never replace the, you know, can never replace the cybersecurity. It's just because uh, I think organizations will always believe human, you know, maybe human will get promoted. If human were doing manual activities, okay, those activities will no longer be there. The manual activities will be stopped, but humans will be promoted. They will be trained to use a lot of softwares, okay, but cybersecurity will always be there. This is must. If someone says that AI is coming, AI will have your job, you will not be able to work. No, One thing is that AI cannot replace skillful people. So it's just like you have to make yourself skillful. That's it. That's number one. And when it comes to cybersecurity, AI cannot replace cybersecurity because humans are still trusted. And at least in our generation, at least for next 20 years, 30 years, until we are actually working, humans are going to be required at every step when it comes to security. We can still trust the human more than the AI, because AI can be dangerous at some times. AI can do something which is not expected, but human, if they love their job and if they want to be part of that job, then they are most trusted people. Okay, so AI will never replace the cybersecurity, but yes, one thing is very important, that AI tools will be introduced for cybersecurity. Okay, uh, like blacklisting the IP addresses automatically, that may happen, and that is happening today as well, right? So AI tools will be introduced, but those AI tools will also be operated by cybersecurity people. Okay, so always remember, everyone, that AI will never replace cybersecurity, and that's make this career option very secure, very important for everyone who is here and who wants to secure an IT job in cybersecurity space. Now, uh, guys, you guys have to wait till the last if you want to receive the certificate of participation. We have the certificate for participation for everyone. You can share it on your LinkedIn or your, different platform. So make sure that before you leave this, you fill the form to receive your certificate of participation, which is going to be really, really helpful. Now, coming to the myths. Okay. So can anyone tell me, like, there is one myth which is listed over here. Can anyone tell me what doubt do you have, or have you heard about any myth of cybersecurity? Do you know about any myth of cybersecurity? Who is here? Guys, are you here? Can you please tell me, like, are you aware of any myth of cybersecurity? Okay, it's very technical. Okay, difficult to grasp. Very nice. What else, guys? What else? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Very nice. Okay, there are like so much of opinions you have. Very nice, guys. We'll try to discuss all of them over here one by one. Okay. Guys, I just want to make sure one clarity that the webinar offer what we have, right? That is not the job seeker program. Okay, job seeker has total 6 steps. Webinar offer has only 3 steps. So that is the clarity to all the people who want to sign up with job seeker. Job Seeker is a different program, and webinar offer is a different program. Just want to clarify to all of you who is here. Okay, coming back to this. So myths of cybersecurity, the first myth is it too late to launch a career in cybersecurity? So how many of you believe in this myth? Do you think that we are late? What do you think, everyone? Are we late in cybersecurity? I think the graph, what we were discussing 1 minute ago, it proved that the cybersecurity is actually evolving. It is going up. So if we are right now, we are here. Okay, 2030 is here. Okay, so 2030 is here, and we are here, 2024. So we have 6 years before this goes, saturated. So certainly Sarvesh is saying never too late. Exactly. It is never late to be in cybersecurity. Only thing, always remember that you have to learn extra tools. Please make sure your base becomes the tools. So year on year, you will see number of tools will be, introduced in the market. So you just have to create that capability in yourself to know those tools, to have to be familiar with those tools. That's all. You don't have to think that it is too late. Trust me, people who are 50 years old, even they are able to land a job. People who are 55 years old, they are able to land a job. It is never too late. And cybersecurity is not very old. Trust me, we were not having cybersecurity like 10 years ago, it was not so popular, or maybe 5 years ago, it was not so popular. But now, because of the increasing threat, right? Because of the increasing threat, it is becoming the need of the hour of every organization. So that is why it is not late to launch your career in cybersecurity. Okay, this is the first myth. So, guys, whosoever has this myth, please let's just bust this myth. It's not true. Okay. Second, it takes long time to learn cybersecurity skills. Guys, Joseph is the answer. The guy Joseph who actually came and told his journey, he is the answer. He attended the program for 3 months, probably practiced maybe for 2 more months. Within like 5 months, he's able to find his job in IT. So it doesn't take too long. It just, are you able to hit the right nail or not? Are you able to grow your skills, uh, you know, the right skills or not? Like if you go and enroll somewhere, they will ask you, hey, learn Linux, hey, learn different, skills, let's say cloud, okay, and then you will get the cybersecurity job. No, it's not true. You just have to make sure that the right content is being taught to you with the right tools. And if you are able to combine these two things within next 3 months, no matter what background you come from, it is and it has been proven by so many students at Thinkcloudly that they have landed the job even before they completed the program. It's not just with Thinkcloudly. I'm not trying to promote Thinkcloudly here. I'm just trying to tell you it doesn't take time at all, whether you are learning yourself. But you have to learn it in a right manner. You need to get the clarity on your doubts so that you can find the job. The next thing is that only some people can get a job in cybersecurity jobs. I mean, a lot of people, they come to me and say, I'm a woman. Can I get a job in cybersecurity? I'm a black. Will they trust me? You know, uh, like if I go and apply jobs, will they trust me? I'm Indian and I'm applying in US market. Will they trust me because I'm an immigrant over here? Okay, and I or maybe some other factor. So trust me, this is not true. This is not true. No matter if you are an Indian, if you're in black, if you are Asian, if you are European, doesn't matter. US market has a big demand. You know that the Canadian market and US market, they are having a lot of IT organizations. No matter what background you come from, you can still land a job. No matter what country you come from, you can still, land a job. So this is not true at all that only some people can get us cybersecurity jobs. But yes, there is one thing which has to be noted. If you are applying for cybersecurity jobs in US government, like federal, right? Over there, you need the security clearance. Okay, only there you need the security clearance. That can be an issue. So do not apply if you do not have a security clearance, then do not apply for US government. Apart from that, all the private organizations, they are quite open to hire you as a on a cybersecurity role. Okay. So please don't keep this in mind. Make sure that you're not picking up the US government. You have to pick the private organizations and they're totally open, no matter what background you come from, no matter what country you come from. Are you native in America? Are you native in Africa? Doesn't matter. Okay. Now, then this is the one, cybersecurity specialist must know programming languages. How many of you believe in this myth? Do we have anyone here who believes that cybersecurity specialist must know a programming language? Do we have anyone? Okay, let me burst this myth for you. So guys, as I'm just repeating myself that you need tools, and tools, they do not need programming language. Yes, program having a knowledge on programming language like Python can be an added advantage. So whosoever wants to learn Python, you can avail the offer price for your for the webinar offer. But this, whatever you are basically doing, right? Programming languages like Python, is not mandatory. It is good to have, but not mandatory at all. So make sure that you are focusing on cybersecurity tools. In our previous webinars, we have discussed about the tools, a lot of tools about cybersecurity. Focus on that. We have we have some projects on live projects you can always take an advantage of, and those live projects focuses completely on tools. So as a cybersecurity specialist, your main focus is not programming language at all. Your main focus is different tools. But if you have some time in a day, go and learn Python. That is recommended, but not very important. Does that make sense, everyone? So do not think if someone is trying to make you fool that go and learn Python, it is very important for cybersecurity. Please, that's not required at all. Your main focus is the tools, and if you have some time left, then learn Python. That's all. Don't learn all the programming languages. That doesn't make sense. Okay. So this is very important, guys. This has been proven by many students. It's not me who is coming and telling you. This has been proven by so many students at Thinkcloudly and even my friends who have landed the job in cybersecurity already. Okay, then you need a bachelor's degree in cybersecurity. So how many of you believe in this? Do we really need bachelor's in cybersecurity? Do we have anyone who believes that we need bachelor's in cybersecurity? Okay. Vindhya is saying no. What about others? Oh, Melvin is saying yes. Okay. Guys, don't believe this. Okay. As I told you, people coming from different background, right? Even they are able to find the job in cybersecurity. Because when you were actually doing your cybersecurity like 15 or 20 years back, probably some of you are 45 or 50 years old over here. 15 or 20 years back, there was no bachelor degree in cybersecurity. Does that mean that you will not be able to land a job? That's not right. Bachelor's in cybersecurity has been recently launched, like 3 or 4 years ago, possibly or 5 years ago. And that does not mean that you need to have bachelor's in cybersecurity at all. Okay. You can have the bachelor's in cybersecurity, but it is not mandatory. Only thing is that believe in certifications programs. Get more certificates. Okay. Get your security plus. Okay. Get your security plus. Get your CISA plus. Right. All these certificates are very important. I can give you the list of certificates, what we can help and what you need. So make sure that your certificates, you have the right certificates to prove that you know cybersecurity. That's all. Okay, if someone says that you need bachelor's in cybersecurity, that's not true at all. If someone says you need bachelor's degree in computer science, that's not true. I know so many people who have done mechanical engineer, right? They have landed a job already in IT. They're working in IT, right? So I know a lot of nurses who have spent their years in working in nursing environment, and now they are working in IT. So they all have proven that you don't need bachelor's in cybersecurity or bachelor's in cyber or computer science to land your first job in IT. Okay. So this is my humble request to everyone. Do not believe on these myths. It's too late to launch a career in cybersecurity. No, it's never late. As someone said, it's never late in to launch your career in cybersecurity. It does not take long time. Some people come and say, I'll attend 1 year program to learn cybersecurity. Please don't do that. Take only 3 or 4 months, that's it, and focus on right content. Only some people can get a cybersecurity jobs. No, that's not true. Anyone or everyone can get a job. It's just like you have to apply more and more. Fourth step, cybersecurity specialists must know programming languages. No, you don't need programming language at all. If you learn Python, that's good. If you don't learn Python, that's okay. And you need a bachelor's degree in cybersecurity? No, you do not need the bachelor's degree at all in cybersecurity. You can have any graduation degree that works for us. Okay. So let me list. Someone is asking me like, what are the three certifications what we should focus on? The first one is Security Plus. Okay, you can go for Security Plus. Then you can plan for CISA Plus, which stands for Cybersecurity Analyst Plus. This is very important. I'm recommending to many of our students. And the last one is Network Plus or CCNA. Okay. So plan these 3 certifications if you want to. This will help you land a job. Okay. Uh, okay, coming to the salaries, which I'll discuss quickly because we are already running out of time. So now the salaries, if you look at the salaries, uh, cybersecurity information officer, they get the best salary today. Chief information security officers, they get the best salary today. Okay. Then we have the cybersecurity engineers, which are being paid like $150,000. That's what I was telling you, that one of my Accenture recruiter was telling me that they are ready to pay $150,000 if you have a good knowledge and skill in different tools. Then cybersecurity administrators, this is a starting salary for them, which is like 89,000. And after that, you have many other perks. For information security analyst, it's $93,000. For cloud security, like people who are ready to combine skills with cloud security, it goes from 136 to $220,000. So you have to combine your cloud and security both skills. Then we have application security engineer. Over here, you need, with this role, you might need some programming background. So the starting salary is $108,000. Penetration tester, this is also a very important role in cybersecurity. The starting salary is 88,000. And for malware analyst, this is $100,000. So these are some of the salaries what we have listed down. And this salary what we are bringing up over here, this is actually coming from our students like who have recently gotten the job. Chief Information Security Officer is something which is actually your next step after you land your cybersecurity engineer. After that, you can plan your CISO role, but not right now. It's not an entry level role for sure. So make sure that your focus should be cybersecurity engineer, cybersecurity administrator. Okay, you can focus on cloud security engineer and penetration tester. These are 4 roles which I highly recommend where the possibilities of landing the job is very, very high. Okay. So this is the information I wanted to share. You can note down if you want to, but this is actually very important right now. Now, coming to, okay. So over to you, Diksha. Like, let me just, like we are done with the session. So guys, did you like the session? Did you enjoy the session, the discussion we have? Everyone who is here? Great. So guys, be in touch with me. Like most of you would have my number already. So you can always stay in touch. We can always have a discussion in detail. We are open to the feedback. I just want to take one more minute before I hand it over to Diksha. Guys, we run a Think Loudly partner program. Whosoever is interested to open up the education business, they can always get in touch with us. We have a method by which you can open up your own business of training. You can always get in touch with our partner team and you can become the Think Loudly partner. So if you are interested, you can drop your email address and one of our partner will contact you. Partner manager will contact you. And the partners who have, like we have total 16 partners in United States and we have over 9 partners in Canada and we have 3 partners in UK right now. So all the partners have registered 4 times average growth. They have enhanced their course portfolio. So today we are offering 32 plus programs for our partners. We have a flexible partnership. You can end it anytime you want to. For partners, we have different set of instructors, which is 250 instructors, and it can enhance your customer base also. So whosoever wants to become Think Loudly's partner and open up your own business, please drop your details so that one of our partner will get in touch with you.
So now please pull up your sleeves because now we have came up with a quiz time. So in this quiz, what we'll be doing is like, so the thing is like, we'll be having the quiz session. So if you want to join that quiz, so there are 2 options to join the quiz session. Either you can scan the QR code, or also we are providing the link in the chat box, so you can directly click to that link and you can join to the quiz session. So in this quiz, we're having some rules regarding the quiz. So in the quiz session, there will be 5 questions, and for each question, you'll be getting 30 seconds. And once you mark your answer, you won't be able to change it. So please mark your answers very precisely and carefully. And whosoever will be the winner, so there will be actually top three winners in this quiz. So the one who will actually answer all the questions at the very less time, there will be having our top three winners who will be getting course voucher. So there will be 50% course vouchers. So if you're interested for any of the courses, so the top three winners will be getting 50% for any course vouchers. So hurry up, everyone. Please join the quiz session. And if we start, we want that everyone should join the quiz. So we are waiting for a few more minutes. So everyone, please join the quiz. So again, I would like to tell you, either you can just scan the QR code and the link is given in the chat box. You can click over that and you can join the quiz. So congratulations to our top three winners for today's quiz session. So you all three will be getting 50% off on the course vouchers, any of the interested course vouchers, and our team will reach out to you in 1 or 2 working days. So once again, congratulations, and everyone, please congratulate them in the chat box.
Yes. Okay, so we have been receiving the and don't worry, others like who have not been able to win the quiz. It's part of life. So we are going to come back again with different quizzes. So make sure that you participate next time. But all, thank you so much everyone for joining. So this is a time that we have to like where you can get the certificate of participation. Make sure that you drop your admin, please send the link. Make sure that you fill the form if you want to receive the certificate of participation, and we will be sending you within like 1 or 2 days. We'll be sending you your certificate of participation. So admin, please post the link. Yeah, so we are done, and thank you so much everyone for joining. Thank you that you took out some time. It was really, really good. Thank you everyone. Thanks so much for joining.
Thank you for watching. Switch from non-IT to IT today. Explore www.thinkcloudly.com.